Meritorious deeds driven by wisdom. Light offering. It is quite customary for you and me to offer light to Lord Buddha. We might be lighting lamps in tens or hundreds or even more. Nonetheless, when you commit a meritorious deed, it could be quite fruitful if that is done with a degree of comprehension as to its deeper, super-mundane meaning than what meets the eye. What do we expect by offering light? Whenever we visit a temple, almost all of us are used to light a lamp, although the expected benefits of lighting lamps could be quite different from one another. If you have taken ill, you might invariably wish for better health. If you are still schooling, you might want academic success. If you are a businessman, you might wish for commercial success. And if you are religious, you would want your future to be bright. In simpler terms, you would want to be free from the darker elements of your mind, just the same way as emerging light diminishes the darkness. However, it's worth understanding for how long the expected benefit or the relief could appease us. The cloudless starry skies emit a certain degree of light, all right, but it's no match to the full moon. The sunlight, on the other hand, is on a level of its own. The dawning sun would soon leave out no trace of darkness. In the vicinity of the mighty sun, the stars, the moon, they all become redundant. The sun simply does 1,000 times better job. Our different wishes are analogous to the lights of the stars and the moon. They would never satisfy our craving for eternal brightness. If one actually wishes for eternal light or eternal appeasement unto himself and to the others, while taking part in a meritorious deed, such becomes a wise act which should yield the maximum benefit possible. The speciality of holding the triple gem as a central feature in light offering. In a time when the world has been immersed in thick wells of darkness of ignorance for hundreds and thousands of eons, the Lord Buddha, the Exalted One, the Supreme Teacher of all three worlds, emerges, giving rise to the proverbial Son of Wisdom. The Arahant, or the wise man who has achieved the light at the end of the noble path laid out in the supreme teachings of the Buddha. The gem of Sangha consists of the noble men who walk the same noble path to their illumination. The Supreme Buddhas, the Pacceka Buddhas, and the Arahants are the emblematic sun to the dark samsara. The benefits of light offering. 30,000 years ago, a man happened to pay homage to a Buddha named Sumedha by way of a week-long light offering. As a result of the magnitude of the pleasant mind which arose from such act, he was reborn in a glamorous palace in the god realm. There was no match to his grace within 100 yojanas. No one could outthink him due to the sheer power of the meritorious deed. He even became a wheel-turning emperor for 28 times. He had unfailing eyesight, in day as well as night, up to the distance of a yojana. He even was able to become a noble in the Gautama Buddha's dispensation. The ability to see 1,000 galaxies and the facilitation of the attainment of nirvana has been noted as a benefit of light offering in the delightful verses uttered by the great Arahant Anuruddha. The man who gained such immense merits by offering light to the Sumedha Buddha happens to be none other than the great Arahant Anuruddha himself, who was ranked foremost among the ones who had the ability of divine vision. Thus, this could very well be a starting point of something great for you and me. The light offerings in which the Buddha is at the focal point would lead to numerous goodness until we eventually attain the supreme enlightenment or the nirvana. It would even facilitate the actual attainment of the supreme enlightenment as well. Let us consider the lamp as the embodiment of the unsurmountable light of wisdom of the Triple Gem, which diminishes the darkness of ignorance while facilitating the enlightenment of each of us. In the same way as the light spreading from a lamp shines into the dead of the darkness, let the light of the wisdom of the Triple Gem spread all around the world and shine on those who live in the darkness. Let their lights of wisdom be lit. Let their minds brighten up and be at peace. Wishing so, while seeing the underlying supermundane meaning, let us offer light to the Triple Gem, the beautiful rooted mind with mental pleasure driven by wisdom. May all beings attain the supreme bliss of nirvana.